Roughly 40% of global jobs are considered susceptible to automation, and if AI systems replace a large share of these roles, a fundamental economic tension emerges. Machines do not earn wages or consume goods, yet they increasingly generate output. Productivity gains from automation are projected to exceed 25% across multiple industries within 5 years, while McKinsey estimates that up to 45% of all work activities could already be automated using existing technology. This creates a structural imbalance in which productive capacity grows faster than consumer purchasing power, threatening demand-driven economic stability. AI systems are increasingly capable of performing tasks across transportation, retail, finance, accounting, healthcare administration, and software development. Estimates suggest automation could raise productivity by 20 to 30% in many of these sectors, while 15 to 20% of routine tasks in advanced economies are already partially automated. Forward-looking models project that up to 50% of tasks in logistics, finance, and administrative work could be fully automated within the next decade. This shift substantially reduces labor demand per unit of output, reshaping employment structures and weakening traditional links between work and income. As automation expands, productivity gains increasingly decouple output from employment. Modern economies are designed around a circulation system in which labor income converts production into demand. When AI reduces the amount of human labor required, total wage income grows more slowly than output, even as firms become more efficient. This does not immediately reduce production, but it gradually weakens household purchasing power. Over time, the gap between what the economy can produce and what households can afford widens. This shift exposes a structural constraint. Efficiency alone cannot sustain growth when the primary income channel that supports consumption is shrinking. Modern economies rely on wages as the primary mechanism for circulating money. Firms earn profits as capital income, while workers receive wages that fund consumer spending. If AI replaces a large share of labor, total wage distribution contracts. Labor income accounts for approximately 60 to 70% of consumer spending in advanced economies. When wage-based income declines, aggregate demand falls even if production remains high. This creates a structural imbalance where goods and services exist, but fewer households possess the income necessary to purchase them, undermining demand-driven growth. As wage-based income contract, the resulting demand weakness is often compared to past periods of technological disruption. Economic history shows that automation has previously altered labor markets without permanently suppressing consumption. However, those outcomes depended on specific conditions: the pace of technological change, the types of jobs displaced, and the economy's ability to generate new forms of employment at scale. Understanding whether current AI-driven automation follows this pattern requires examining how earlier transformations absorb displaced labor and whether those historical mechanisms remain viable under the speed, breadth, and skill-level reach of modern AI systems. During the Industrial Revolution, mechanization displaced many forms of labor, yet overall wages eventually rose, sustaining consumer demand and enabling long-term growth. Modern AI differs in both speed and scope. McKinsey estimates that up to 80% of tasks in sectors such as banking, logistics, and software development could be automated. Historical automation increased productivity by roughly 30 to 40% without collapsing demand because new jobs absorbed displaced workers. AI, however, threatens to automate high-skill and cognitive labor simultaneously, reducing the likelihood that wage growth will offset displacement. Because modern AI targets a broader range of tasks and advances at a much faster pace, the adjustment mechanisms that supported wage growth in earlier technological shifts become less reliable. When displacement occurs across both low and high-skill work, the capacity of labor markets to reabsorb workers weakens. This shifts the balance of economic adaptation away from workers and toward firms. As a result, the central driver of change is no longer job creation, but the incentives facing capital owners as they choose between human labor and increasingly capable machine systems. From a firm's perspective, machine labor offers strong financial incentives. AI systems do not require wages, benefits, or paid leave, allowing companies to reduce labor costs by an estimated 30 to 50% per unit of output. Investment data indicates that more than 70% of automation spending is concentrated among the top 10% of firms. These incentives encourage capital owners to prioritize automation over human labor. As profits increasingly flow to capital rather than wages, wealth concentration intensifies, while the purchasing power of displaced workers steadily declines. As automation reduces employment across multiple sectors, the resulting decline in labor income creates immediate pressure on household spending. In response, consumption can be temporarily maintained through borrowing, as credit fills the gap between stagnant wages and ongoing expenditures. While this mechanism allows demand to persist in the short term, it does not expand actual purchasing power. Over-reliance on debt therefore conceals structural imbalances, delaying rather than resolving the underlying contraction in income-driven consumption. Automation is accelerating across retail, food chains, logistics, transportation, and professional services. Self-driving trucks are projected to handle up to 70% of freight miles within a decade, while tasks such as legal research, customer service, and software coding are already partially automated. Employment projections suggest workforce reductions of 20 to 30% in several affected sectors. As labor income declines, household spending falls, particularly on local services and discretionary goods, transmitting the economic effects of automation across regional economies and reinforcing demand contractions. As credit temporarily cushions household spending, the relief is uneven and short-lived. Debt can maintain consumption for a time, but it cannot replace declining wages or restore broad-based purchasing power. Once borrowing reaches its limits or defaults rise, the underlying contraction in demand emerges, revealing the full impact of automation on the economy. This sets the stage for systemic consequences, where declining wage distribution begins to constrain growth across sectors, even as output and efficiency continue to rise. Consumer credit can temporarily sustain demand when wages stagnate or decline. Global household debt now exceeds $300 trillion, allowing consumption to continue despite weak income growth. However, debt does not generate real purchasing power. Central bank data shows consumer borrowing has exceeded wage growth in most major economies for much of the past 2 decades. This masks underlying structural deficits in income distribution. When debt levels become unsustainable and defaults rise, consumption contracts sharply, exposing vulnerabilities in economies heavily dependent on consumer spending. The divergence between rising output and shrinking wage-based demand highlights a critical structural tension. As automation concentrates income with capital owners while middle-class purchasing power stagnates, efficiency gains risk becoming detached from economic growth. This misalignment creates conditions where production continues to expand, yet broad-based consumption lags, revealing a persistent gap between what the economy can produce and what households can afford to buy. Understanding this dynamic is essential to evaluating the systemic risks posed by large-scale AI adoption. As wage distribution shrinks, consumption declines across goods and services, disproportionately affecting small businesses and local economies. Economic models suggest that reduced middle-class spending could lower GDP growth by 2 to 3% annually in highly automated regions. Meanwhile, capital owners continue accumulating profits, widening the gap between production and consumption. Without intervention, automation-driven efficiency gains may coexist with economic stagnation as rising output fails to translate into broad participation or sustained demand across the population. Automations may increase efficiency and productivity. Yet without anyone to distribute income broadly, economic consumer will weaken. Structural economic models show that rapid automation can create persistent imbalances between production and purchasing power. Machines can generate value endlessly, but they do not spend on anything. An economy dominated by machine labor may become technically efficient while remaining structurally deficient in demand, revealing a systemic risk at the core of large-scale automation unless income distribution is actively addressed.